शरणागति गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरुः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरुः मतिरस्ति गुरो मम पाहि गुरो सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेदमपेदकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरभोभिनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. We are saying Srimad Bhagavada Purana and we are seeing Canto 6 in this Bhagavada Purana. And we saw that there was a fearful battle between Indra and the Devas and Vritra and the Asuras on the banks of river Narmada. And Vritra was created by Twashta, who was the father of Vishwarupa. Indra, he killed Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa was also the guru of Indra, but he killed Vishwarupa. And because of that, his father got angry and created Vritra from an yajna, and that Vritra is following Indra to kill him. So this is the situation. In the battlefield, Vritra declared that even though I am an Asura, I am happy to die in this battlefield. I want to spend all my life worshipping Bhagavan Vishnu. He is an Asura and he said this. Even if I take the next birth, I want to have acquaintance with the holy men and I want to always sing and praise Bhagavan and to attain moksha. Like this, Vritra said, and he said, I am ready to die in this battle, but I will fight till the end. That's my responsibility. That's my duty. So whatever the result it may be, I will fight till the end, said Vritra to Indra in the battlefield. And in telling this, Vritra, he took a trident in his hand and he ran towards Indra. Indra was also having the Vajrayuda in his hand and he is on the Airavata elephant. Seeing this, Indra, he just gave a blow to Vritra. And by that, the trident in the hand of Vritra fell down and Vritra, the Asura, lost one hand. So now he is with one hand only, but fighting there, and he has so much strength that with that one hand, he threw a glove on Indra, and the weapon on the hand of Indra, that is Vajrayuda, it fell on the ground. And now Indra is on the Airavata without any weapon. His Vajrayuda fell on the ground. And Vritra is standing on the ground without one hand. And now in this juncture, Vritra gave, that is, he is an Asura, he gave a very good sermon on time. He said, Lokasapala yasye me swasanti vivashavashe dvijaiva shicha baddasa kala iha karanam. Indra, the Kala is the Karanam, the cause for all this. One may have failure or success in life, all that are based on the Kala. It is the Kala that is the manifestation of Bhagavan. Kala is the manifestation of Bhagavan, and Bhagavan, in the form of time, he decides the success and failure for everyone. Whatever effort we may put, it is not necessary that all the effort will become successful. And it is not necessary that it will become failure also. It is all based on the decision of Bhagavan in the form of Kala. No warrior can always win in a battle, or he will lose also in a battle. It is unpredictable. Only Kala, that is the form of Bhagavan, manifestation of Bhagavan, knows that. So only that infinite being, he can win always. But all the other beings in this world, they are subject to time. Ajo saho bhalam pranam amritam mrityumeva cha tamajnaya jano hetumatmanam manyate jadam. Actually, the ojas, that is the power of the senses, saha, that is the power of the mind, the prana, the physical power, bhalam, physical power of the body, what are all, or amritam, that is immortal, mritam, that is mrityum, that is mortal. Everything, all this are sustained by Bhagavan. But what a person, ignorant person, thinks is that he is responsible for all this. His body and his mind and his education, his intellect, all these are responsible for this. Like this, he imagines. And jana jadam atmanam hetum manyate. People attribute all the power to the physical body, which is jada. Purusha prakritiravyaktamaatma bhudendriyasayaha shaknuvantyasya sargadauna vinayadanugrahat. Neither this prakriti nor this great elements, the ahankara, the indriyas, neither of them, any of them cannot project this universe without the power of Bhagavan, without the grace and blessings of Bhagavan. So man, without knowing this, considers his little ego as the master, and he is only an instrument in the hands of Bhagavan. Like this, the Ashura Vritra said to Indra. आयुश्री कीर्तिरैश्वर्यमाशीष पुरुषस्य याः भवन्त्येव हि तत्काले यथा निश्चैर्विपर्ययाः. That is, sometimes the time is favorable, then a person will get this longevity, Shri, that is all this prosperity, Kirti, fame, Aishwarya, all that, all the goodness in life, Ashishaka, that is the blessings. So one gets all this. That is, when the time is favorable, one receives all this. If the time is not favorable, then one will not get all this. Whatever hard work we put, it will, this, all this will not come to us. But our hard work will not be wasted. It will be stored there. When the time turns good, all this will come to us. So like this, Vritra Ashura says. Therefore, one must be unperturbed in all situations. Without any reaction, one has to remain calm in success as well as in failure. Sattvam rajas tama iti prakritirnatmano gunaha tatra sakshinam atmanam yo vedana sabhadyate. That is the sattva, rajas and tamas, all these are the evolutes of the prakriti. And prakriti or its evolutes do not have any connection with the Atma. Atma is the witness, and all these actions and everything are done by the Prakriti and its evolutes. Atma is only the witness, and it is all pervading. And Atma is the witness of all the modifications of the mind and the body. That's all. And Vritra said to Indra, see Indra, now you are on Airavata, but you are without the weapon. I do not have the hand, and I have also lost my weapon. So this is the situation. No one can predict who will win and who will lose. Like this, Vritra said, And Indradeva was so surprised by the sermon of time by an Ashura, and he is such a devotee of Bhagavan, and also he is so knowledgeable, because in the Ashuras, Rajas and Tamas will be dominant, but he is telling as if Sattva is dominant in him. So he was so surprised, and he directly said this to Vritra also. And now Vritra said, "Come on, Indradeva, pick up your Vajrayudha from the ground, and again we will commence the fight. Let the time in the form of Bhagavan decide who will win." And like this, he Vritra said, and Indradeva, he took the Vajrayudha and again gave a hard blow on Vritra, and Vritra lost the other hand also. Now Vritra is without both the hands, and he cannot hold any weapon also. At that time, Vritra, he grew up in a very big size, and he opened his mouth. And Indradeva, along with Airavata, went inside his body. His Vritra swallowed Indradeva and Airavata just like how a python swallows the elephant. But Indradeva was protected by Narayana Kavacha. So nothing happened to Indradeva inside the body of Vritra. And Indradeva, with his Vajrayudha, he opened the abdomen of Vritra and he came outside and cut off the head of Vritra. Now Vritra, he lost his head and he fell down, his body fell down. But his jiva did not leave the body of Vritra immediately. Yet because his prarabdha karmas were not over. So that jiva stayed in the body of Vritra for nearly 1 year. Till that 1 year, all these devas and some rishis surrounded the body. And after Vritra's jiva left the body, they all returned to their respective abode. And the jiva of Vritra, it went beyond the realm of existence. It went to the loka of Bhagavan Vishnu, to Vaikuntha. So this happened to Vritra, who is an Asura. Now what happened was, even though Vritra was killed, and Indra and all the other devas, they went to the Swargaloka, and again they attained all their powers, but Indra Deva was not at all happy. Some depression, and he was not happy. He could not find the peace of mind anywhere. And he went to so many places, to pilgrimage centers, everywhere. He could not find peace of mind. At last he came to Manasarovar, that Manasa lake. He came near that and he worshipped Bhagavan, and he felt that he should go inside the stalk of the lotus flower and meditate. So Indradeva took his Sukshma Sharira and went inside the stalk of the lotus flower. And there he meditated on Bhagavan Vishnu. So at the time when Indra left Indraloka, that chair is empty now, isn't it? So at that time, King Nahusha from earth, he performed many yajnas, he gave many dana, he did kora tabas, and he attained the power of Indra. So he was the king of devas now. So that power and that money and wealth, everything intoxicated the mind of Nahusha, and he misbehaved with the wife of Indra, and by that papa, and also he insulted the rishis and other devas also, because he is the king of them, and they all cursed him, and he was hurled from there to the Nitha Lokas as a serpent. So this happened in the absence of Indra in the Devaloka. Now, Indradeva was performing tapas inside the stalk of the lotus flower. And because of that tapas, some rishis and maharshis, they approached him and they advised Indradeva to perform an Ashwamedha Yajna. And the rishis and maharshis, they all helped him to perform the Ashwamedha Yajna. And he completed it successfully. And because of that, he was relieved from the Brahmahatya Papa. he was able to expiate the Brahmahatya Papa by performing that Ashwamedha Yajna with the help of the great rishis. And he again went and attained his position as the king of the Devas. Now, Bhagavata says that whoever reads this story, listen to this story, read this story, they all will be relieved from great sins following them. So Bhagavata says that. And next, what happened was, like all of us, King Parikshit had a very great doubt that how is it possible that Ashura, who is dominant with Rajasic and Tamasic Guna, how is it possible that he has so much of knowledge? And how is it possible that he has so much of devotion to Bhagavan and he attained Vaikuntha also? How is it possible? He asked Shuka Brahmarshi. And Shuka Brahmarshi said that I will explain to you the previous Janma or the story of Vritra, which was said to me by my father Vyasadeva and sage Narada. And Sri Shuka Brahmarishi said about the past life of Vritra. In the land of Shurasena, King Chitraketu ruled that land in a very good way. Surasena is a land near Mathura. It was that Surasena kingdom was such a good kingdom that all the kings surrounding that kingdom was so friendly with this Raja Chitraketu, and that land also was so fertile. There is nothing to worry in that land for that people in that land. They do not have any worry or any sorrow, and the king is also such a noble king, knower of Dharma, well learned person, very beautiful, such a good nature. So the people and the king were so happy, except one worry the people as well as the king had. The king had many wives, but he did not have a child, no progeny. So the king as well as the people are worried who will take over this kingdom. He will marry one wife, they will not have child, so again he will marry another woman. Like this he had many wives but no children. So this pricked the mind of Chitraketu for a long time. And at one time sage Angiras, he came to see King Chitraketu, and after exchanging the initial greetings and all, then they were happily discussing about the administration and the fertility of that land, everything. And the rishi noticed and asked Chitraketu that, you were so happy, king, but something is pricking your mind. You have some deep worry in you. What is it? He asked. And Raja Chitraketu said that, Bhagavan, I have everything, but I do not have a son to rule this kingdom after me. So I'm worried about it. So can you do anything to solve that problem? And Rishi Ankiras said, yes, we can perform an yajna. And he immediately performed a sacrifice, and he gave the prasada of that sacrifice to the eldest wife of Chitraketu, Kritakyuti. And at that time itself, sage Ankiras said that, Rajan, you will have a son very soon, but remember that the son will be the cause for your happiness as well as for your worry. But Chitraketu did not mind all that. He was so happy to have a son. And Rishi Angiras blessed King Chitraketu and his eldest wife, Yudhi, and he left to his forest, to his ashrama. In due time, Chitraketu had a son. He had a very beautiful son, very full of tejas, and they all were happy, including the people. They all were happy except the other wives of Chitraketu. Because the Chitraketu, he was so much interested in his first wife, that is Kritakyuti, the mother of the son, and he began to neglect all the other wives. Without knowing, he neglected all the other wives because he was so much interested with that son, always fondling that son. And Kritakyuti also did the same thing, so much interested in the son, and she neglected all the other wives of Chitraketu. So life went on like this, and these other wives are so angry, jealous, and envious, and they wanted to kill this son so that the Raja Chitraketu will have attention towards them also. So they administered poison to this young child. And Kritatyudi, one day she kept her child there, and she was busy with her work. And these other wives of Chitraketu, they poisoned the son. And he slept and he did not get up itself. After some time, she had some doubt and she lifted him. He is dead. So she just cried, lamenting over everything and cried. And Chitraketu came to know of it. There itself he swooned, but at last some ministers caught him and brought him near the child. So he was lying there dead. And Chitraketu asked Bhagavan, why did you give me this child? If you want to take this child so soon, then why did you give me? You are against your own creation. In future, no one will want to have child, because if this is the case, if the parents want to see the child die like this, who will want to have a children? So you are so cruel like this. He cried and he lamented over everything, and both husband and wife, they just woke up the son. My dear son, please get up. It's time to play. You have not taken any food, so come and have some milk. Like this, all this, the father and mother was just sitting near the child and lamenting over them. At this time, sage Angiras as well as sage Narada appeared there near the body of the child, and they tried to console Chitraketu, but she was so much worried and crying in grief. And sage Angiras said that Yatha prayanti sayanti stroto vegena valukaha संयुज्यन्ते वियुज्यन्ते सत्तथा कालेन देहिनः. So just like how the stream of water brings close the grains of granite, valuka, grains of sand, and by water itself it will be separated after some time. Just like that, we all ourselves, that is ourself, our relationship, our parents or children, whoever it is, they are close together for some time, but the time itself separates them all. So that is the norms of this world. Nothing can be done for to it. Why are you having so much attachment towards your son, Rajan? Your son or your body is not something real. All this attachment, relationship, friendship, everything is there as long as this body is there. After that, there is no relationship. Only Atma is real. So why don't you realize it? Why are you so much worried for your son? In this world, not only your son, anything worldly enjoyment is like that. Whether it is money or any type of relationship, father, mother, husband, wife, whoever it may be, any relationship or wealth, fame, everything will be there only for some time. After that, it will leave you or you will leave it. So what is there to worry so much? So beings are present is for some time. After some time, they will not be there. So it is all the part of this life. The soul alone is real. This body is not real. This body is made of only 5 elements. After some time, it will disintegrate. When it disintegrates or when it is burned up, that's all. All the relationships are also gone. But the soul is not like that. The soul will exist forever. So that's why I said, but your son will be the cause for your happiness as well as for your worry. So whatever in the worldly life you attain, there will be definitely sorrow also attached to it. Whatever you attain, even if you attain wealth, fame, or anything, sorrow will be there in that. Happiness and sorrow will be there. So all these objects of enjoyment are merely the creations of the mind. So one may argue that all I get is due to my prarabdha karmas, due to my past karmas. That is true, but these impressions will be there in the mind, and from that impressions the thought will arise. But you worldly people are so much attached to that thought. We rishis, for us also, there will be prarabdha karmas. The thoughts will arise from it, but we are not attached to that thoughts. But you worldly people are so much attached to that thought. Because of the prarabdha karma, a worry may come from the mind, or a happiness may come from the mind, or an intuition may come from the mind to buy a vehicle or to buy a house. You will be so much attached to it, constantly thinking about it. That is attachment. Constantly thinking about it. And when you attain it, there will be happiness, there will be sorrow. So we rishis, we understand it, and we do not have attachment towards the thought. So that is the issue there. So you be free of all this. The soul is free, worship Bhagavan. And Narada said that this body is the cause for all the difficulties, sorrow, and grief. So leave it, worship Bhagavan. And he initiated the Sangharshana mantra to Chitraketu Raja, and they both disappeared from their vision. And Raja Chitraketu, after performing the rites of this child, he consoled his mind, thinking about what all sage Angiras said. He made his mind calm and practiced the Sankarshana mantra. So what happened to Raja Chitraketu after that? We will see in my next upload. Om Namo Narayana Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Om Shri Krishna Pranamastu.